So I just got a very long-awaited package from Amazon. I'm very excited to open this up. It's something I've been wanting for a very long time, and I'm very excited about it. So I just got this very long-awaited package from Amazon. It's something I'm very excited about, and I've been waiting a long time for it. So I just got this very... I haven't been waiting as long for this. But yes, I got 3 Amazon packages. Screw those arrows. I'm doing it the other way because my address is on the bottom. I'm not showing that. So yeah, I got 3 packages from Amazon all today. And I decided to do an unboxing video for them because they are all literally the same kind of thing. It just so happened to work out that I got them all on the same day. So yeah, let's just get into it. I don't need to really talk more. So I was hoping I could just... do a little tear to get this open, but I think it'd just be easier if I just use my box cutter. So, let's see what we got. So, if you know me, I am a huge collector and fan of Batman action figures. I absolutely love collecting Batman figures, and that includes the Batman figures from McFarlane Toys. And I'm very, very excited for this one. This looks like it has the potential to be McFarlane's best Batman ever, the Knightfall Batman. There is an SDCC exclusive with some cool black shading to the cowl. I personally actually prefer this retail release. I love blue and gray Batman. My personal favorite look for Batman is the Hush Batman. I do have that figure. It is amazing. It's currently in my top 10 figures of the year, but I'm really curious about this one. Really curious about how this Batman turns out. It looks great. It really does. I love the the art on the back. That's a very good choice. It's kind of odd how they always keep changing the styling for the packaging, though. It's like it doesn't really show other figures in the wave anymore. Sometimes it's a picture, like a picture of the figure. Sometimes it's just art. But still, I love the style of McFarlane boxes, too. I genuinely do. So, if that's a Batman, then this must be a Batman. I don't know which Batman is in which box. But as you can probably guess, since I said they're all themed the same, they're all going to be Batman. So this one is wild. So I've actually wanted a different figure of this guy for a long time, but I never got that one. So now I've got this McFarlane one. I always really enjoyed... Get out of here. Oh wait, we gotta do it. Nice. I don't even know how well my mic's going to pick up on that. But I've really wanted the DC Direct version of the really cool Two Faces Batman figure. And it just wasn't that good of an action figure. So when I saw McFarlane was doing it, I said, yeah, I should pick this up. Because it just looks really cool, man. Look at that. Two-Face is one of my favorite Batman villains. He's not like my absolute favorite, but he's in like my top 5. So having like a Two-Face in this really cool like red Batman motif is really cool, because Batman's never red either. So like even seeing the Harvey Dent half with the red, like you can just tell this is something special. I really appreciate the alternate hands on this one though, even though I don't really think he comes with anything, which is kind of odd. But yeah, that's pretty exciting. I don't know if any of his hands have like a coin. I don't know if he used a coin when he was dressed up as Batman. I'm not actually super familiar with the story, but that is a very cool looking action figure. So awesomely, the last one is actually the one I've been looking forward to the most. This guy has been nothing short of a pain in the ass to get. McFarlane just didn't make enough. I guess they did another run of them, because I was able to get an order in on this. I didn't pre-order it. I really should have pre-ordered this. This came out during the time where I was like, I'm not really pre-ordering stuff anymore, yada yada. And I didn't pre-order it, and it was instant, super mega sellout. Never had the chance to get it again. But thankfully, McFarlane must have done another production run, because I finally have Michael Keaton's Batman as he appears in The Flash. I have not seen the movie. I cannot stand the lead actor of that movie, so I will watch it just for Michael Keaton. Wow, this looks amazing. I haven't seen this in person ever yet. Wow. Well, anyways, I have been wanting this figure for so long, and the funny thing is, because I did miss the pre-order on this, I was like, I know for a fact that this Batman is going to be very desirable, the Knightfall one, so I told myself I am going to pre-order this, and I actually did pre-order this, and thankfully I did, because that also did sell out on Amazon, and I just threw a pre-order in on this one too while I was at it, and thankfully it kind of helped, because both of these went down to $18. You know, $18 for modern, 6-7-inch action figures is an amazing deal. So as a Batman action figure collector, Batman is pretty much one of my few characters I still really love just buying tons of action figures of. This is a very exciting unboxing. This is very exciting, but we're not done, because I'm going to open all of these and give you guys my impressions, my reviews, whatever, because why not? Because why not? So let me lower the camera a little bit. I broke my tripod. I still haven't gotten a new one. So I can't just, tilt it anymore, because the tilt is broken. So let's open Michael Keaton first. This is the one I've been looking forward to for the longest time. I seriously have been... I've been looking everywhere for this thing. I even looked in a Macy's, because they had, a Toys R Us in the Macy's, and they had every other figure in the wave except for this Batman. So that was absolutely frustrating. I'm not going to worry about the stands or the cards. I will open those on my own time after the video. We just need to get into here and open up these figures. Wow, this thing looks so much better than I thought it would. I'm being dead serious. Wow, it has a lot of ties. I hate these ties. I've said it before, and I will say it forever. These kind of plastic ties are the worst. Thankfully, Hasbro finally got away from them for their Transformers, but they're such a pain to clip. And McFarlane still uses them, and I hate them. I genuinely hate these ties. They are the worst, because the little heads of them get everywhere, the little bulbs. These are like the ties you use for shirts, not for frickin' toys. It's stupid, and I hate it. I need to vent. I need to vent about it. Let's tear him out. Ooh, there goes his hand, and I just dropped it. Perfect. Oh, it's because that's still not cut. Oh my gosh. Come on. There we go. Alright, he's out. He's out. Wow. Wow. I didn't expect that to look so good. That looks so good. I can really see why people have been going after this thing, man. This might be McFarlane's best Batman. We'll see, we'll see. Let me retrieve that hand that fell. Here we go, just plug that in. The cape is alright. It's actually a very different material from a lot of Batman figures. I don't know if you can see, it's kind of, I don't know, it's got some etching, I don't know, a weird pattern to the fabric that I'm not used to seeing. But still, I appreciate it is a cloth cape because it goes with the Batmobile. I do not have and will not get to the Batmobile. I only collect Batmobiles if they are the original toys from the property. So Toy Biz 1989, stuff like that. I have that Batmobile, or the Hot Wheels. I collect Hot Wheels Batmobiles. I just don't have the real estate to be getting Hot Wheels from McFarlane or anybody else like that. So, we're just going to have a little pile of all those ties I'll show you at the end. This Batman. Oh my gosh. Let me get in close on this. That looks so much like Michael Keaton. To me anyway, that is a really great likeness to Michael Keaton. And one thing I really appreciate too, I was worried about this when I saw pictures that it was a separate neck sculpt from the cowl. I was worried there's going to be this really big division of the cowl from the neck, but thankfully there's not. That genuinely does look like a one-piece cowl. It does. Now, granted, it's not. You can turn the head, which I appreciate for an action figure. This is my first time really having a nice figure of Michael Keaton's new suit. And this is an amazing bat suit. It really is. I'm thinking about getting the Flash in the Batman Returns suit figure if that goes on a really deep sale, which, knowing some of these McFarlane toys, it very well might. I might get that for $7 or something for Black Friday. I got 5 different McFarlane figures last Black Friday, I think. Black Friday was not kind to good old Toddy Boy last year. A lot of stuff went on sale. It does have a really cool batarang and a little grapnel launcher. That's looking really cool. I'm really impressed with this. I'm very impressed. It does have fists as well, so he can do some punching. I've heard he's done a really, he did a lot of really cool action scenes in the movie. There's a part of me that's I can't wait to see him back, but I can wait, because I don't think I'll be able to stomach the rest of the movie. I've seen some clips. That CGI, oof. Oof, oof, oof. Yeah, it's so sad that they brought Michael Keaton back for one of the biggest box office bombs ever. And the thing is, if they would have just recast Ezra Miller, I don't think the movie would have bombed as bad. It still wouldn't have done great. This summer has been very rough for movies. Indiana Jones bombed. Rise of the Beast is one of the lowest, if not the lowest, performing Transformers movie, and it's one of the best. A lot of other movies haven't done good. Seems like Spider-Verse and the whole Barbenheimer thing are the only things that have been safe for this summer season for movies. So that is Batman. We'll go back to him in a little bit. Let's open up another one. Let's open up the Two-Face one. Let's see what the Two-Face has going on. I am really impressed with that Michael Keaton, though. I'm going to go back and go over articulation on him. I'm just kind of eager to open another one right now. I don't know why. I'm just like, new toys, let me open them all. Which is funny, though. I usually don't open all of my new toys all at once like this. What I typically do for new toys, like this right here, I would open like one today, and then I would go back and open, say, one in a couple days, one the next day. I usually do that. I usually kind of give myself some breaks in between opening toys so I can kind of have some time to digest them. But the way I see it, I'm making a video here. I want to get all these unboxed and played with. This Two-Face. This looks like it might be a sleeper hit of the entire McFarlane line. Oh no, they did that cape thing. You gotta like fold the cape and push it through the hole they give you. That's something the DC Direct did all the time too. And unfortunately, McFarlane has continued this trend. Look at this. There's no room. There we go. We got there. And then he's got tons of hands for whatever reason. I don't think this was necessary, giving Two-Face Batman all these alternate hands, but I guess I appreciate it, question mark. I don't know. It just seems like he doesn't need them, because he doesn't come with anything. It's literally just the figure. But looking at this figure so far, it's kind of heavy. One thing I like about McFarlane Batmans is that they're pretty heavy, especially with the capes and all that. Ooh, I love how that cape kind of goes over the leg there in like a neutral stance. I like that. One bad thing about McFarlane figures, though, is that they take up a lot of space. They take up a lot of space on the shelf with those capes. And I don't really know if I have the space. Oh, he does have a coin! He's got a coin in the palm of his hand. That's so cool. Does he have a... He doesn't have a coin in that. This almost looks like it's posed to hold a coin, but there is no coin. So, I mean, that hand right there, that's going to be the hand I use, because it's got the coin in it. Wow, this thing's pretty cool. I do kind of like the style of figures that McFarlane does, where it's the neck and the head all connected like that. I think that does look pretty cool. This head sculpt is so sweet. This is my first time having a Two-Face style figure from McFarlane. I don't have the Aaron Eckhart one. I'm thinking about grabbing that, though. I'm really iffy on grabbing that Dark Knight wave, because I already have all the Movie Masters from Mattel. It's like, do I really need them all from McFarlane? But I like McFarlane a lot. That's my problem. I don't know if this figure's reusing a body. I think it's reusing the Hush body. It just feels very similar to the Hush body, which is a great body. I really do love how the red cape, the red and the black, is totally split down the middle. I like this little bit of blue, too, on the cowl and the torso, but I wish it was just ever so slightly continued on the leg and the arm. It's not. It's just like there's a little bit of blue, there's a little bit of blue, and there's no other blue. This does look really cool, though. Again, I'm not familiar with the story. I'm not familiar with why Two-Face is in a Batman costume, but this kind of will go well with my infected Batman. I don't have the straight-up Batman Who Laughs, but I have the Batman that's, like, infected, where it's like a normal Batman costume, but it's in, like, Joker colors. This, I think, will go really cool with it. I don't know if they're going to start a series of, oh, here's all Batman's rogues in Batman's costumes. And I don't really know who else did dress up like Batman. But this is really sweet. This is something Mattel never did for their 6-inch Batman line. I wish it was, because I love collecting 6-inch Batmans as well. But this is really impressive, and it's really something that's pretty unique for my Batman collection. The articulation does seem pretty standard. Does seem pretty standard for a McFarlane Batman figure. It's so funny. With McFarlane figures, I don't mind the pins. I do wish they would go pinless at some point. I do think I would appreciate that. But I don't mind the pins as much. But on Hasbro figures, I genuinely dislike them. I don't know why. Maybe it's because McFarlane's joints they're like ratcheted, so they already feel very nice and durable, and I've never really had an issue with a McFarlane joint. Maybe that's why, because Hasbro doesn't, they kind of have those little divots in it, but not like McFarlane. You know, McFarlane, they almost have straight up ratchets, especially those old 5-inch ones. You remember those? Old 5-inch McFarlane figures, they were straight up ratcheted. They were weird. This Two-Face Batman is definitely a winner in my book, especially for $18. I mean, comparing this to something from Hasbro for $25, I mean, yeah, no brainer. This thing's really cool. Yeah, I definitely love this. The alternate hands, they're just kind of there. I don't know if I'll use any of them ever. They seem kind of unnecessary, but still really nice. And one thing too, you got to remember, all these figures come with trading cards and display bases. You know, it's so nice. It's so nice. All right, last but not least, we've got good old Knightfall Batman. I do have the big Bane that McFarlane did. I did end up getting the DCUC Bane to go with my DCUC collection, but I kept to the McFarlane Bane because I like McFarlane. McFarlane hasn't, you know, they're not the best toy company in the world. I won't say that their figures are perfect, because many of them are not. But I really do enjoy their stuff. I would say overall, I probably prefer McFarlane's action figures, like 6-7-inch scale. I probably prefer McFarlane over Hasbro. That's just me, though. That's just what I kind of enjoy out of toys. Your mileage may vary. He has fewer of these. I'll take it. I'll take it. How many does he have? Just one on his ankle? Are you serious? Are you serious right now? That Michael Keaton. Now, granted, that Michael Keaton was older. But this guy, does he really only just have the one on his ankle? I swear, if that's just it. Yeah, that's it. I'll take it. Thank you, Todd. It's almost like Todd listened to me mid-video. He was like, "Oh yeah, I got you, man. I'll take out those while you're filming." Todd is such a goofy guy too. I love his like little videos he posts on the McFarlane channel, where he's like, "Hey guys, we got this. Look at this new set right here. Blah blah blah. It's coming soon." I'm so excited for the big Batman movie set. I really am. So, I'm also very excited for this Batman. Oh my gosh. Just already the feel of it. Just the feel. It feels different. Like the texture of the figure, it feels higher quality. I'm being dead serious. This figure feels better. That is weird. The cape feels really great. It might just be the texture, because there's a lot of really nice texture to this figure. It could just be that. But the crispness of that paint, look at that Bat logo right there. Because the Keaton one, you see the Keaton one's painted all right, you know, but this, oh my gosh. That is amazing. I do have the DC Essentials kind of Knightfall style Batman. And I have that, and I was thinking, do I really need this McFarlane one? But I kept looking at pictures of it, and I'm like, I think this is going to be one of McFarlane's best Batmans. Figure-wise, it's very standard to what we have seen from other McFarlane figures. I can definitely say that. Like, articulation isn't anything super resounding. But McFarlane, they've kind of, mastered their craft in a way. They kind of understand what they're doing. And I kind of feel like I can say this is probably their just nicest, most basic of Batmans. They've done a lot of Batmans, and I know that does frustrate a lot of people, because a lot of people are like, man, they need to start doing more characters instead of just Batman. But for me, an actual Batman collector, you can imagine I'm in heaven. I really enjoy what McFarlane does. Yeah, his articulation's really nice. Like, it's pretty standard. I'm not going to run his down. I do want to get all of them in nice poses, though. I haven't really posed the Michael Keaton yet. This is just nice. This is really nice. I don't collect every Batman. I don't get every single Batman McFarlane does. I don't get a lot of the wackier ones. Like, I don't really have any of the death metal. I don't have any of those. I kind of like the Barbarian Batman and the Gladiator Batman, because they kind of remind me of the Legends of Batman line that Kenner did in the 90s. Kind of give me that vibe. I'm kind of thinking about the Kingdom Come Batman too. I don't have that one. I'm thinking about that one. But I kind of wouldn't mind getting that on a bit of a sale, because I got these for 18 instead of 20, which kind of worked out for me. Because I was thinking about actually canceling my Two-Face pre-order, but I'm like, oh, it's $18 instead. I'll take it. Yeah, this is a nice Knightfall Batman. I do like the new style of hinges too. And I think that's something that's showing me that this is a newer body, because they made the hinges kind of match the sculpt more. So they're still there. I mean, they're still hinges. It's an action figure. But it's not just a disc, you know. It's not just a disc you see. Because this, I do think this is based off that Hush body. You can just see right there. That's an almost SH Figure Art style disc hinge. Same with the ankles. Now, they don't bother me, but I do see why they bother certain people. So yeah, let's get these guys posed up. So here, let's swap this hand. And that is a very nice swap. I do have to say, that does swap very nice. They pop in. Not as easy, but still pops in. Comes with a good old Batarang, which I appreciate. Always appreciate a nice Batarang with a Batman figure. Get that in his hand. It's not going in his hand too well. That's something. Maybe I can do it this way and it kind of contours to the thumb. I don't know. I think the hand's kind of rigid. I think the hand's almost too rigid for that Batarang. That's a little disappointing. But still, this is a very nice Batman. Let's get him close with his head. I haven't gotten close with his. That's just nice looking. That is Batman. That's him. Such a nice sculpt. Very stoic. Very Batman. Because, man, comparing like this Batman right here to the Wave 1 Batman from McFarlane that I didn't even get because it just didn't look good. They've definitely come a long way. That's for sure. I do think if I have any issue, I don't think he holds the Batarang too well. These hands don't look like they're made for a Batarang. They look like they're made for a pole. Like he would be holding a pole or something. It's kind of odd. Maybe if I soften him a little bit with like a hairdryer or some hot water, that might help. But those are some very rigid hands. Yeah, let's just not have him hold the Batarang right now. That just looks kind of funny. So yeah, there's the Knightfall one. Definitely an amazing figure right there. Oop, I say as he falls. At least they come with display bases, you know? And again, I'm not going to grab those out for the video. I'll do that after I'm done filming, because it's just going to take too much effort. That is one thing I kind of don't like. You know, if you want to kind of repackage these guys in some way, you can, you can always kind of pop these guys back in the plastic blister. But with the card back, the card and the display base, you have to rip up the card back inside the box. And yeah, rest in peace. That's done. So there's Two-Face. He's looking down at his coin right now. That is pretty cool looking. And I do want to get all the accessories kind of moved out of the way, because I've got a lot of the little things on the desk. Thankfully, with Knightfall, there's only one. And then last but not least, I would say probably Two-Face is the least, but that's still a very good figure. Oh man, this is so nice. I really do enjoy this. Let's get him. I like the shoulder pad too. They did the shoulder pad. I feel like that he can still move his arms up decently. Let's get him like firing off the line launcher. Let's see that. See how it goes in there. I feel like the sculpt's kind of simple on that. I don't know how accurate that is. It doesn't feel super accurate. I'll put it that way. I don't know if I'll get the Ben Affleck from the Flash movie, because I don't like that costume too much. And I don't like Ben Affleck too much. I will be getting, like I said, that really nice, like cinematic Batman 6-pack. Because I only have 2 of those figures already. Oh, I just realized he has weathering on the boots. I just realized that. That looks really nice. I really appreciate that. Yeah, that looks good. That weathering looks good. I guess Batman's getting a little dirty. But I don't know why I said dirty like that. I'm just weird. I'm sorry. We all collect little plastic men. Aren't we all a little weird? All right, there we go. There's Michael Keaton from The Flash. Knightfall Batman from one of the most iconic storylines. And Two-Face as Batman. Looking very unique, very special. These figures are genuinely nice. They really are. So, look at all that. Look at all those little plastics. Look at that. Isn't that ridiculous? Look at all that. What am I going to do with all that? throw it away. That's what I'll do. These are very nice. I would say out of all of them, Michael Keaton's best highlight for me is that likeness. I think that's very nicely done. His biggest detractor for me, probably... man, he doesn't have a lot. His biggest detractor for me is probably how difficult he was to obtain. I'm very happy I was able to get in an order. Knightfall Batman, that is one of the most iconic looks for Batman. If you love the bright blue and gray, yellow oval, pellet belt, pellet? I almost said pallet belt. I was so confused. The pellet belt, that is definitely an iconic look for Batman. It's very nicely done, feels very high quality. His biggest detractor is his hand. His hands just don't feel sculpted for the Batarang. It's kind of odd. And then Two-Face as Batman, that's such a cool looking design. Very, very unorthodox for a Batman. And it's very nicely done. I would say his biggest detractor is probably just his lack of decent usable accessories. He's got a nice hand with a coin in it, but all of his other hands, I just feel like I'm gonna put him in a drawer and never use him again. It would have been kind of inventive if McFarlane tried to do a hand where it's mid-flipping a coin. It has like an effect piece. McFarlane's kind of good at doing weird things like that sometimes, but it would have been nice to see that here, but unfortunately not. Alrighty, guys, there we go. There's my triple Batman unboxing. Very exciting, very exciting. Definitely a huge fan of all these. Me personally, I would rank them from my favorite to least favorite in the actual order they are on the screen, left to right, just because I've been waiting for that Flash Michael Keaton for so long. But I will say that the Knightfall is probably the better figure. I'm just more hyped over the Michael Keaton. Alrighty, guys, there we go. Let me know what you think about like McFarlane and their company in general. Like, I see these three figures and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm loving this. But McFarlane's not for everybody, I've noticed. I saw one comment that said McFarlane has no business making articulated action figures, and I said I don't think I responded to it, but I was just like, okay, how did Todd hurt you? But anyways, I will leave it at that. Let me know down in the comments what you think about these figures and just McFarlane in general, because I don't talk about McFarlane too much on the channel. Alrighty then, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Special shout out to channel members as always. Thank you all so much for the continued support. Alrighty, guys. There we go. Have a great one, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.